So, what does the word creative mean to you?
New, innovative, quite arty, thoughtful, inspirational.
Just people doing what basically anything they want to do.
Creative, I would say new ideas and, just try to make something
happen.
Aye, something to better the place a wee bit.
Happy with that?
Making things.
But to be creative is to make more use of the building and make it more feasible for use. For the size of the building, it has to be broke down and more creatively used rather than just one big hall.
It certainly means a lot. I consider myself and my staff as creative people in our industry, which is obviously the butchery industry. I think that is important to all industries, all small businesses locally. The more creative they are, the more I think encourage people to set up and take notice.
Anything to do with the mind being allowed to just be creative without any boundaries on it.
Art. It means art, and people that are skilled in art, and artists.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know, just being creative. I think it's doing something that makes you happy. That's creative to me.
A way of finding a way to express yourself, I think.
Yeah.
And it could be in different forms. It could be architecturally or visually or the way you're living or anything, just doing something a little bit different.
Creative means people's instinctive portrayal of an idea, be it artistic or written or musical or whatever.
Making things interesting.
Basically the arts or performance. Also, I'm a chef, so a part of that is the cooking process as well.
Creativity is important because it stimulates the life of our community.
And would you agree that Butte is a creative place?
It has its moments. It can be. It's got elements of that. So there's peaks and troughs, more troughs than peaks.
It is, yeah. There's so many different clubs and things like that, so yeah, definitely there's a lot of talented people in the island.
Yes, I would. Well, I think there's more things that could be creative to bring people over from the mainland.
I would say it's not overly creative. It could do with, I would say, more creative people coming to mind and more chances for people to try and bring something new to the place.
There's a lot of very talented people in the town, like art, music and different things. For the size of the island, it's unbelievable, the talent that there is in the town.
Butte is as creative as the people that are on it. If there's non-creative people, well, the island can't, the island's not creative. The island's got vast opportunities for people to be creative.
Oh yes.
Yes, I would.
Boring. If you're in a place for such a long time, it doesn't seem so creative anymore. But if you come to somewhere like this, it does. It feels creative because the architecture everywhere, the people around, just the feeling you get here and the colours and the light and everything. It's incredibly creative. Us as being photographers, it's we can't stop thinking about being creative and taking pictures, can't we? There's images everywhere.
So many people that live on the island and they're creative people, but in such a different areas. It's just amazing that I was living before in London, and in London I met so many people that are doing such a variety of stuff that you have in Rothesay and on Butte. It's just brilliant.
I wouldn't say any more or less so than other areas. See, you're always going to have creative people within a community, whether Butte has more than their share of that. I would not think so, because wherever you go you will find an artistic element or creative element going through.
I think it's got the potential to be creative. I think it's lacking in quite a few areas, but I think it can be creative in its own way, yes.
Yes, I do. I think we have a lot of artists, whatever line of work they're doing, and yeah, I think there is a lot.
Definitely. For a population of around 6,500, we've got an incredibly productive, creative sector within the community, covering all age groups.
3 words, thinking about the pavilion specifically, what 3 words would you associate with the pavilion now?
Tired. And a makeover. Inspirational.
Empty. Underused. I do spinning there, so I'd need to say exercise.
Dismal.
Scruffy.
Eyesore.
Scruffy.
We had that one.
It could do with a wee freshen up, a wee lick of paint. It's
it's
no the nicest place in Rothesay.
In its heyday it was a nice place, but it's just went to rack and ruin.
Tired, unloved, unique.
First 3 words, the state of decay.
Well, 3 words back, could be better.
A good-sized building, but unfortunately being allowed to not look its best. Beautiful architectural building that needs to be just brought up to date.
Okay, great.
Underused space.
Magnificent. Potential.
That's the one that I put down.
Historic.
Okay.
Kind of abandoned and undiscovered, I would say.
Outwardly a most handsome building, inwardly a very usable space, and could be doing an awful lot more than it is at the moment.
Tired. I think it definitely needs modernising in the way that it's put across, and what else? I think it needs to be advertised more. I think it's hidden away.
Okay.
Hidden away, I think.
That's interesting.
Neglected is one word. That's it. And it's perceived as a white elephant incorrectly by a lot of people who visit here, but it's an asset to us.
I'd say tired, run down.
Okay. And could you give me 3 events or 3 things that go on in the pavilion just now? That happens in
The
pavilion?
5-a-side football.
Okay.
A big doogies, a parties. 3 things. Private functions.
Okay.
Spinning. Hooping. And indoor football.
There's indoor football that happens.
Stuff that's only in the winter. They should be make that all year round. You've got people coming over like Lane C. Smith, people like that, but then it's no good going ahead because of the ticket sales.
There's a cafe.
No, but I think there's tennis. Well, badminton. There was football, but I don't know if that's still going on. And I don't know anything else.
Good night.
Well, you've got the Ian Gillespie with his theatre there. You've got the indoor football, and you've got the shooting.
Okay.
Concerts. I believe there's to be a facility for indoor sports, be it 5-a-side football. I don't know if the cafe's up and running this year. I don't believe it is. There was a shooting gallery years ago. Whether or not that's still there,
Great.
I don't know.
Great.
Just now the art club, the spinning class, 5-a-side football.
Okay. Great.
Indoor football, bowling, Meetings.
Is indoor football. It's used for wedding receptions and it is used for large meetings like political gatherings and so forth.
I think there's like a spin class. It's to do with the gym. I think they take part of it. There's the parties that go on there, and there's an enterprising thing where you go to it. I did it as a small business, and they do kind of day things where you go and learn skills and things like that and that. So.
Okay, great.
Indoor football, North Bute Lit Society meet there, and they have exercise classes.
I suppose with an obvious bias, the Jazz Festival takes place there. It's a major venue for that. Theatre, concerts, and certainly there's the Rifle Club, which use an area, I believe still use an area of the basement.
In 5 years' time, and you're standing outside, and what 3 words would you like to be going through your head when you're looking at that building?
Creative. Okay. No, inspirational, dynamic, and original.
Vibrant, busy, and complete.
It's eye-catching. People want to go and see what's inside, see what's done. They want it to be a standing out building, signs.
Eye-catching, cool.
You want it to spark interest. You want people to be talking about it in a positive way. You want people to be saying, go to the pavilion. You want to. There's plenty of things to do. It's smartened up. You want it, almost like a shining beacon, because it's one of the first things you see when you come in on the boat. One word I would like to stand in front of the pavilion and think is awesome. At the moment, that's never going to happen.
It's a long, long way.
But if in 5 years' time you can stand there and you can go, this place, that is awesome what they've done to this, I would be quite happy with that.
Smart, maybe pretty with some flowers, and up-to-date information about what's going to happen.
Full of punters.
Oh, proud of this.
Well done to those involved. Wow, doesn't it really look spectacular? And 3, I can't wait to get inside.
Ambitious, fantastic, inspirational.
Pride. Elegance.
Lack at the same time. If you're considering yourself living on the island and then having something like that in your town.
I think for me, it's just proud, really. You've got something as magnificent as that on the island where you are, and you're trying to set up a business. It should be a symbol of the pride for your island.
Okay, outwardly it's a very fine building. It creates very much a focal point on this end of Rothesay as far as architecture is concerned, and is easily accessible from the it's well located for the town for accessibility to.
I'd like it to be quite inviting. I think when you're standing outside, I think that's the most important thing, is that it's somewhere to go and somewhere that's welcoming. And I think something that really draws you in for the whole island, and draws you into that place from all ages and everybody, basically, not just children or just adults, kind of everything that's going on. I think it could be quite good for that, actually.
Wow. Could be one of them. About time. Longer than 3 words. And let's hope it does, what it says on the tin for the community.
Okay.
I'd like to be able to say we've got it's a, if you like, a good example of civic pride in our community, that the community have supported the refurbishment of the place and that they're using it and it's attracting usage from a greater cross-section of groups within the island community and off the island as well.
And what 3 things would you like to be going to do in that refurbished pavilion?
Does it involve beer?
It can involve beer, yes.
What 3 things? I would like to be maybe going for a nice meal, maybe going to something, some performance arts that is innovative. Mainland doesn't really necessarily make it to an island environment regularly. So something that's perhaps a wee bit more challenging. And concerts, good, interesting concerts that, again, travel throughout the mainland, but unfortunately because of logistics and inspirational venues, don't make it to the Isle of Bute.
Maybe in a weekend, have a different event every weekend, something where everyone can get together and show off their products, for instance. It could be a weekly thing or a fortnightly thing. I know in Glasgow, for instance, every fortnight in Queen's Park there's like a Saturday market kind of thing. Just something like that, so that it's a continual thing and not just a one-off. I know there's sport there at the moment, but also bring back the tea room up the stairs. I just think it's nice. It gives people, you know, somewhere to walk out to, and then while they're out there they can see everything else that's going on.
Activity-wise, I would say a good game of indoor football, maybe maybe
bowling, indoor bowling, indoor bowling, bring the family closer.
Dancing, maybe? I like it when they have groups or theatre on them.
Enjoying myself.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see events on a regular basis. It doesn't matter what type of event it is, really, if it brings people to the island or it raises an interest locally. So that would be one. It would be nice to see some sort of community hub somewhere that families could go if it was wet. It could be recording studios, there could be all that there. It really could. There's great potential. It just needs some good ideas.
Possibly say some local event. It might be a show that's being put on. It might be an amateur dramatic group that are doing something. It might have a facility that involves the local schools. It might also have a national event on. Just something that captures your imagination and you want to go and see it, along with a lot of other people wanting to see it.
Okay.
To look at some artwork that I wouldn't be able to do in Scotland. To enjoy coffee with friends in a classy setting, and to be reminded of when the pavilion was first built.
Maybe I would kind of enjoy going to see some good concerts or events like that, good music, enjoying good meal in a nice surrounding, arts and creative environment. Really just relaxed or anything,
For me, it would be great food, tidy, very slick and tidy, good food, good company, good drink, and
good company, that's the word.
Yeah, and happy atmosphere, really.
Yeah.
To go to social events like dances or weddings or whatever, I would like to be able to go and watch indoor football, and I would like to, political purposes, political meetings, and other meetings where you need a large number of people under one roof.
Okay.
From a family point of view, stepping in, I think probably an activity of maybe something like, I don't know, painting or something like that, as simple as that, you know, an activity that does create more and more for future rather than just for something that's straight away. I would like to go to something that was through the week, and maybe some kind of different type of keep fit as well from my point of view.
Just bustling, people there, people enjoying the building, not just walking by and going, oh no. You know.
Well, sitting in more comfortable chairs than the ones we've got at the moment, certainly, if attending a show or a concert. But I think it would be nice to see the place have a life which, you know, rather like a big busy city centre hotel. Well, obviously they run 24/7, but have a spirit within the place, a spirit, a sense of life and community and energy.